Obasanjo government is far better than his government. Ever since they came, the APC, everything has turned to red. And they know, and they're supposed to know. When you say Obasanjo does not give you good legacy, Obasanjo left money, excess crude oil account. Obasanjo paid Nigeria's debt under his government. What are you talking about?
Obasanjo should not keep quiet. If Obasanjo pursue debt pardon and he achieve it, he's going to tell you that Obasanjo meant well for the Nigerian economy. So it should not be Obasanjo's fault. This successive government after his government brought Nigeria back to this level of indebtedness.
A serious battle going on.
Yes.
Because Tinubu yesterday attacked Obasanjo. They called him an anarchist and a sectionalist, and they also called him a Yoruba bastard. Because when he was a leader, he watched the economy go down the drain.
Yes.
That in fact, when Obasanjo was the president, he conducted the worst election ever, and this was just simply because Obasanjo said that the country is failing.
Yes.
You know, what's your reaction to this?
If I don't want to pick a side in this, but if I pick a side, I'll have to go with Obasanjo. Not necessarily because he's an Igbo person like me, but because of what the statistics is saying. It's as simple as Obasanjo is not a saint. We should not. But when you look at the economy under Obasanjo, the unity of Nigeria and what it means to be a powerhouse, Nigeria was a powerhouse. A powerful force under Obasanjo. Obasanjo would have been the president, and Niger will pull out of ECOWAS, and Burkina Faso, they don't bond them well. Under Obasanjo in Nigeria, a sitting president was removed by the military. Obasanjo escorted him to the country. He was reinstalled. That's how powerful Nigeria was. That's how powerful even Nigerian army was under Olusegun Obasanjo. Under Obasanjo, we had, how do I put it, a united country with cohesion. You saw, okay, so now talk about the ministers under Obasanjo. How Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, woman come, leave the World Bank, come and save this country. The man left World Bank, came to Nigeria, stabilized everything. Our economy was going fine, and you saw how this man today is the WTO, World Trade Organization chairman, the DG. You saw the best ever NAFDAC chairman in the late Dora Akunyili. What are you seeing today? Compare the ministers of Obasanjo to this one. Compare the security and stability of Nigeria with this one. It is incomparable. Obasanjo can't be compared in truth, in fact, and in spirit with Bola Tinubu. You understand? Obasanjo had one flaw, which everybody is going to beat him, and which is right, because I don't support him on that. Do or die election, 2007. That's why his successor that came in, may so recipes, later man Musa Yadua said, this election that bought me was not free and fair. He said it. That one, Obasanjo paid woefully on that. And I'm happy people are seeing it, and they are calling him out. How do I call him out? We have to look at the two sides, the good and the bad side, in any government, in any government that has ever governed Nigeria. This is Nigeria's annual GDP per administration. Obasanjo became president, it was 0.58% in 1999. 2000, 5.02%. Everything was in green under Obasanjo in Nigeria. 2001, 5.92%. 2002 was the best year in Nigeria since democracy. I'm talking about GDP. These are facts. It's not me. If you are listening to me, go and check the facts and come back. Let us see your comment on the comment section. 2002, Nigeria's growth by GDP was 50.3%, was the best in history. 2003, everything was in green, 7.35%. 2004, 9.25%. 2005, 6.44%. 2006, 6.06%. That's Obasanjo's annual growth under his government. And let me go to Yaradua. 2007, it was 6.59%. 2008, 6.76%. 2009, 8.04%. Under Yaradua. Let me go to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan government. Under Jonathan, in 2010, 8.01%. 11, 5.31%. 2012, 4.23%. 2013, 6.67%. 2014, 6.31%. Compared to Obasanjo. Now, let me go to the most useless president in Nigeria history, Muhammadu Buhari. Under Buhari, 2.65%. That's not 15. Horizontal levy.
Nosedive.
Yeah, no, 2016 minus 1.6. Since Buhari became president, everything was, and Tinubu supported him. And Tinubu said, I will continue where Buhari stopped, and he has continued. Tinubu has continued where Buhari stopped. They are borrowing money, they are mismanaging money. That even little children know that there's poverty in Nigeria. Little children, they know. You understand? So the both of them, they're like brothers, Tinubu and Buhari, they're almost the same. But he said, I will continue where Buhari stopped, and he has continued. At least by what you are seeing, excess borrowing, mismanagement of funds, how do I put it? Giving people appointment by sentiment. Only your tribe. Under Buhari, northern people full government. Now under Tinubu, Yoruba people in Nigeria. So when you criticize Obasanjo, you go back and forth. Can you compare Obasanjo to these people? Yes, 2 years, maybe I'm using maybe it can improve. We don't know. We have to give benefit of doubt. But that Obasanjo government is far better than his government. Ever since they came, the APC, everything has turned to red. And they know, and they're supposed to know. When you say Obasanjo does not give you good legacy, Obasanjo left money, excess crude oil account. Obasanjo paid Nigeria's debt under his government. What are you talking about? Instead, look at the money that they borrowed. The money Buhari borrowed is almost times 4 of what PDP borrowed. Where is the result of the money? Instead, they are building railway line from Kano to Maradi in Niger. But is there a railway line from Port Harcourt to Enugu in Nigeria? They don't have. They are bidding for another person, borrowing Nigerian money. You understand? And even IMF, now they are saying that this Tinubu's policy is not working.
Yes,
I'm not IMF.
They said it.
It does not work.
Tinubu a failure.
So I'm not IMF. I am here. I'm in Ogba. IMF called him, so I'm not IMF. So if you argue with me, go and meet IMF.
But Tinubu has gone to G20 summit to seek for more funds.
Okay, imagine. Even imagine. India came here to India Prime Minister Narendra Modi was in Nigeria here. He was promising Nigeria something. When Nigeria is supposed to be giant of Africa, under Obasanjo, can you imagine that even Ukraine that is fighting war, Ukraine was donating grains to Nigeria. Ukraine that is fighting war with Russia. Can you imagine under Obasanjo, Ukraine will donate grains? Instead, Nigeria will donate something to them. Nigerians are everywhere. Do you know that Nigeria have been deported from Chad? They are deporting Nigeria from Niger. Deporting. Nigerians are deporting in Ghana. When I was growing up under Obasanjo, Ghana will carry pop-off here in Lagos. Ghanaians hustling pop-off. Benin people, they come here to hustle. No, you cannot see. Go to any site now. I'm an artisan. I know what I'm talking about. As of 5-6 years ago, even when Buhari was failing, people from Benin, they are still here. They are still doing this bricklayer job because our money was better than their own. Nobody from Benin now can come and work here because even CFA franc of Benin is bigger than the naira. Oh yeah. I don't see anybody from Ghana can pop up here to do what?
It's unfortunate. Thank you for that response, Mr. Rilwan. Thank you very much.
That's the one. That if all the gains we recorded under Obasanjo in terms of fighting insurgency, insecurity, if we see a reverse, because since Obasanjo left office, we have seen a Yoruba, we have seen a Jonathan, we have seen a Buhari. So if those successes, we have seen a reversal, you cannot blame it on Obasanjo. The current problem we are having, I'm not saying Obasanjo is a perfect man. I'm not rather holding brief for Obasanjo, but I'm saying that Obasanjo is justified, like any other Nigerian, to criticize this government, because for me, this government have not done well.
Can only be rescued through a revolution. I was shocked that Obasanjo is saying that Nigeria needs a drastic change, which of course means a revolution. That Tinubu is going to capture the whole country if nothing is done. Before we go ahead, what's your reaction to that?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I think for such statement to come from someone like Obasanjo who should know, I think it's a worrisome situation. Because for me, it's not just about any other person saying it. And Obasanjo should have some level of classified information. And if you look at what Obasanjo have said, he's even accusing him of using his cronies to buy government assets. It's a big allegation, if I must tell you. And Nigerians need to be worried about it. Because however I look at it, if you are given the mandate to rule for 4 years, the constitution have defined where your rights start from and where your rights stop. So if someone at that level is using his office at the detriment of the wealth of Nigerians to the extent of acquiring government assets, I think it calls for a worse situation. But I think this is where check and balance should come in. We understand that the essence of democracy, having 3 arms of government, is to act as check and balance. Because normally, if you make budget like National Assembly, when the budget is being proposed, it's in the realm of appropriation. When it goes to National Assembly, after the National Assembly has passed it, we go back to the president for assent, it becomes the budget of the year. And in the same vein, when the government starts dishing out money by way of executive project, it behoves on the same National Assembly by way of check and balance to oversight the executive. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, this is where the role of National Assembly comes in, to add and check to the excesses of the executive.
Well, the presidential press media, Bayo Onanuga, has come out to call Obasanjo a black sheep, calling him a leader who does not deserve to be emulated. He even called Obasanjo the man who has led the biggest level of scam. We're talking about the 16 billion naira that was spent for electricity. You know, I mean, instead of this current president to act, they just want to keep engaging in what we call the exchange of words. Just again, Kwankwaso also have come out to cry that Lagos is colonizing northern Nigeria. I mean, where are we left with looking at this?
I think first of all, looking at what Kwankwaso said, I think his reason is not far-fetched. Remember that currently we have 2 emirs in Kano State. Though a former governor who is current national chairman of APC, Ganduje, broke Kano Emirate into 5 different emirates. Under this current government of Abba Yusuf of NNPP, they collapsed all the emirates into 1, returning Sanusi, who was hit before now, the throne. But the issue is, as we have it, even as State House of Assembly in Kano State have amended some relevant law in Kano State to empower Sanusi to be back, we have a situation where Bayero, who have been ousted from office, is still in Kano and backed by federal forces. So I think that was explain the reason Kwankwaso is crying out. You understand that during the time of Goodluck Jonathan, when Sanusi became the emir of Kano, Jonathan was not happy or was not in support of that move, judging from the disagreement he had with Sanusi before Sanusi was sacked as the then Syrian governor. But because Jonathan, as the president, have no role to play in choosing an emir of Kano State, he was handicapped as such. Sanusi skate through. In the same way, I expected a Tinubu'S government to stand aloof. Whether they like the face of Sanusi or not, they will allow the Kano State to do it because the federal government have no role to play in the issue of emir of Kano. I understand that they may be relying on some court order that we are seeing court order, as the case may be. But for me, I think it is avoidable situation. That crisis we are seeing in Kano would have been avoidable if federal might is not played a role. Then looking at the other issue that has to do with is it the accusation of accusation of OBJ by the executive. I will tell you that Obasanjo is 100% better than this current government. Because judging Obasanjo by his administration, you can clearly understand that it was under Obasanjo we had the issue of debt pardon. As we speak, by the end of this year, Nigeria will be having debt profile of 45.something billion US dollar. I'm not saying it is only this government or Tinubu that followed it.
Yeah.
It started from the time of Yaradua, Jonathan, Buhari amplified it. And currently, this government is reckless with their borrowing. So in that regard, if Obasanjo speak and he's talking about economy, talking about reshaping the economy, You cannot place Obasanjo and Tinubu's administration apart. Obasanjo is far ahead of Tinubu. Then when it comes to fighting insecurity, you cannot say Obasanjo is not competent. You cannot compare Obasanjo's administration with even that of Jonathan, Buhari, in fact, all the administration of everybody that have governed Nigeria after Obasanjo have performed them in terms of managing security. The only area, or one of the areas I will say Obasanjo did not do well is the do or die mentality, rigging of election. I think that didn't fester well under Obasanjo. And the issue of selective prosecution of people who may have, who is accused of financial malfeasance. But if you look at it holistically, generally speaking, this present government have no moral standard to attack Obasanjo after Obasanjo made that statement. Because it's very clear. We have seen in recent past Nigerians filed out on the streets to protest what they call hunger in the land, to protest what they call good governance. And you cannot criminalize protests. We have seen this government way of handling protests. So for me, I think Obasanjo is justified to have criticized this government.
Well, the president disagreed because, I mean,